Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Today is Saturday, December 20th, 2025. It is 4:58 p.m. I know, it's late. I know, it's late. Long story. Um, and welcome to day 20 of 365 days of tea for me. It's tea is for Temidayo. Let's get started. As you can see, we're gonna do our shoulders again after reading what I read yesterday. I was like, maybe there is something to doing it on the shoulders. Oh, I meant to put on the second glove. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Um, there we go. That way. We can spread this on both shoulders. Now, I've already showered and I put on moisturizer. I left my shoulders up to about here on my forearm unmoisturized. That way I could rub this in and it would have a freshly washed surface. Good. All done. All done. A little bit. Now we're done. All right. Let me give that a second so I don't see anything while that's going on. Okay, cool. That's done. So yesterday, as I mentioned, I started reading the instruction manual, and you can watch that video right here if you'd like to watch the video from yesterday's reading of the instruction manual, part 1 of who knows. I'm hoping to have it done by April, but I'm also like it might be done sooner so that I can have as much information as possible. I'm looking at my look today though too. It's giving very, very he, him, tea boy, very he, they, uh, boy, tease, which is cute. That's not something I'm actively going for at this point, at least today. But it's cute that it's like it happened kind of serendipitously. I also wanted to mention, like, I twisted my hair. I did this myself. I did this myself. Um, because I'd had those big twists and I just realized like I would feel more comfortable with mini twists. So there's a little bit more movement in them, in the individuals, and also so that I feel like I don't immediately want to wear a hat. Because it is cold, I will probably be wearing a hat though. Just is what it is, or some kind of headwear while I'm outdoors, and then if I'm indoors, I might now have the option, now that I've given myself the option to take off my hat, I might do that. Yeah, today's topic. What do we want to talk about today? Wait, did I ever tell you guys about the 3 days that I started taking tea in November? Wait, oh my gosh, I'll tell you now. Okay, hold on. Okay, so, very long story about how I finally got the script after having to go through 3 different physicians' offices. I'll link the part 1 of that video so you can start to watch that whole saga. That's going to be up here. But yeah, after successfully, finally getting testosterone, I had it sitting on my windowsill for a couple of weeks just to get used to seeing it, just to get used to it being in my room with my name on it and what it meant for what was inside of the bottle. I wanted to give myself time to kind of climatize to it. As you may have guessed, I like to take things really slowly. I don't like to rush myself. I don't like to be rushed. I think the slower I move, the more intentionally I can be through the process of whatever I'm moving through, to, for, by, with whatever preposition. And so once I got the tea, especially because it was such like a hubbub to finally get it, I needed a chance for everybody, myself included, to just rest. So we rested for a couple of weeks. Um, and I told myself, like, should I get started? I was asking myself, when should I get started? When should I get started? When should I get started? And I kept hearing a subtle voice kind of tell me, like, you'll know when you're ready. You'll know when you're ready. Because it won't feel like this big thing that I'm doing. It'll just be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna grab that and I'm gonna put it on. No fuss, no big to do, just easing into it as naturally as I would putting on literally hand sanitizer or putting on, lotion or whatever. I wanted it to feel as kind of routine, kind of mundane, to be honest. Just feeling like, okay, yeah, that's the thing that I'm gonna go do. And it's not this huge kind of gender thing. It's not this huge kind of, masculinity thing. It's just like, that's just something that I do. And that day finally came. November, I believe it was November 14th, 2025, so about a month and 6 days ago. I was on my couch in my living room, um, watching like Instagram reels. And I came across this video of, yes, that's what it was. It was a video mashup of like a Christmas carol song, like a Christmas carol, like something that people sing during the holidays, and then like a dope hip hop song from like the 90s and early 2000s, a la Back That Ass Up, a la Move, Bitch, Get Out the Way, a la like that kind of genre of like ass shakers. So it was like this Christmas song and these ass shakers mashed up. So naturally, it got me high. I got up on the couch. I think I was like on all fours. And I just started shaking my ass. Just shaking my ass. And I promise this is relevant. Just shaking my ass. Shaking my ass. Shaking it, shaking it, shaking it. Shaking my ass. And I let that video like replay a couple times. Because sometimes like when you find a good video and the music is good, I'm not even watching it. I'm just like letting the music play over and over again while I enjoy the music. So I was shaking my ass and then was like, okay, I'm good. I'm done. I'm gonna move on to the next video. And there was this little voice in my head, that same little voice, that was like, you have something in your possession right now that would give you an even bigger butt. I know, nuts. That is the reason that I was able to start. But again, we're not here to judge how the intention came. We're just here to receive the intention when it comes. And I remember smiling, and that's how I knew it was good, because I was smiling. I remember smiling, getting up off the couch, telling myself, don't even think about it. Just let yourself do what it is that you feel like doing right now. Went to my room, I opened the box, I took out the bottle, and I pumped it in my hands. I did one pump because I knew, and I didn't even do one pump. I did like a little bit just to see, because I had no idea what the consistency of this was going to be, what the look of it was going to be. I just wanted to literally like note, okay, this is what this is going to look like. As we all know, it looks like a gel. And I took it and I like had it in my hand, in my palm before I started wearing gloves. Just put it in my hand and then just rubbed it on my ass. Just rubbed it on my ass. And I remember thinking, okay, here we are. Started. It was enlightening. It was electrifying. I felt everything that I wanted to feel, which is like, I'm very excited that this is happening and it feels good. It feels good. And it is as easy and as boring and as mundane and as routine as just like putting on some hand sanitizer or putting on some lotion or putting on a moisturizer for my hair. Like it's just that easy. Um, and it started. And then I stopped, but I'll tell you about that in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched all the way through, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if that feels relevant to you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.